In this video, we're going to learn how to use the IsItWater API to check if a coordinate is on land or water with Python. So IsItWater is a web API, which allows us to make HTTP requests to this endpoint here, this URL. Along with those requests, we'll include what are called query parameters. We'll include the latitude and the longitude of the coordinate we wish to check. We'll also include an API key that we need to sign up for. We'll get back a response of what's called JSON data. That response will include whether that location is on water or not. We'll sign up for an API key here. We'll go to sign up and then sign up. And we'll sign up here. We'll have portfolio, courses, APIs. The email is going to be portfolio courses APIs at proton.me. We'll put in a password here, and then I'll say sign up here. This will give us an email with a 6-digit confirmation code. Once we get the code, we'll enter it. Then we'll have to put in our name and fill out these details here. We'll say submit, and that will allow us to sign up. And we can then find our API key from there. It'll be here and in this source code here. I'm going to copy the API key and I'll paste it into our source code. We'll have here API_key is equal to, and we'll paste that key into a string here. We'll use that key to access the API. We'll use the request module to help us make the HTTP requests to the API. So first we'll import the module with import requests so we can use it. Then we'll use the get function to actually make the requests. The get function is going to make what's called an HTTP GET request. That's the type of request that the API expects. The first argument is going to be the URL, the endpoint for the API. The second argument is going to be a dictionary of the query parameters. So we'll have here params. Then we'll get these from the API. I'll go to IsItWater.com. And then what we'll do is get the URL here. So I'll copy this here and I'll paste that into my code. So we'll have URL is equal to, and I'll paste in the URL. Then params is going to be a dictionary. And what we have is latitude and longitude, and then this API key. So we'll copy this query parameter key name here. And then I'll have a dictionary here. And we'll set that key in our dictionary equal to our API key. And we'll also have a latitude as well as a longitude. So we could get these from Google Maps. So we'll go to Google Maps here. And what we'll do is find some location. So I'll click here. And here I've got some location. And this will be my coordinates. So I'll copy this here, and then I'll use this as the latitude value. I'll make it a string, and this is going to be the longitude value. And we'll put that here and make it a string. So then request.get is going to make the request to the API using this endpoint URL here and these parameters here. It's going to return a response object containing the response. So we'll have here response is equal to the return value of this function call here. Now to get the JSON data as a Python dictionary, we have to use the JSON method of this object. We'll store this Python dictionary into a variable called data, and then we'll output data here. Now the last thing we need to do for this to work is to subscribe to the API. So we'll go to the back end here, and I'll go to pricing here. I'll make sure I have my account selected here. I'll go to basic and subscribe, and then subscribe here. And that will sign us up. Now we can try our program out. So we'll go here and run our program. And it works, and it says water true. And that location was in the water. Let's try a location that's on land. So we'll go to Google Maps. We'll now pick a location on land. And again, I'll copy this. We'll go to our code, and we'll use this as the latitude here. And we'll use this as the longitude here. And we'll save our program. And again, we'll try it out. And now we get water false because that location is on land. So this is how we can use the IsItWater web API to check if a coordinate is on land or water with Python.
Check out portfoliocourses.com, where we'll help you build a portfolio that will impress employers.